And what is going on, my beautiful people? Today I am working on one of my projects that I've been building for approximately about, I'll say about 2.5 years now. It's been an ongoing project. I had this bike apart thousands of times, rebuilt it thousands of times. She came a long way from the very first time my attempts to build this bike. And this is where she stands at this point in time. Today what I'm doing with this bike is I'm working on the exhaust. These are just tacked on for right now, but I want to make this a dual exhaust system on the back. So yesterday I started working on the exhaust, bringing the OE back. I will start working on the other side to bring the dual exhaust to the other side of the bike. So that's what I got going on today. I'm hoping I might get onto the wiring too. So I do have an alarm system, an auto start alarm system that I do have on here that I want to get installed. I have a horn that I got to take off one of my other bikes that I also want to install on here. It's just, like I said, it's an ongoing project. Hopefully this will be the final stretches of this bike. When I finally get it done, I no longer have to take it apart to rebuild something else on it, unless the engine goes and of course that type of stuff. But other than that, we're gonna get to work today. So basically what I have here is a different assortment of metal that I have laying around, metal tubes I have laying around that I'm trying to see if I can use that for the exhaust for the other side. So these are actually handlebars off a Beach Cruiser. These are the forks off a Beach Cruiser. Of course, if you build motorized bikes, you know this is the stock exhaust come off from the kits stuff when you buy the kits. So I'm gonna just cut this one here. I want to use this for the tip on the end of the bike. And then that leaves me with extra little bit of this to play around with also. Of course for the tubing to reach it. I keep saying I apologize for that. But this is a different assortment of tubes and pipes that I have laying around that I'm trying to utilize to make the dual exhaust system on the bike. And this is not my first time doing this. Usually I do use these type bars to make my exhaust. It's cheap. Usually when you build motorized bikes, you change the front forks, you change your handlebars, and these are usually the pieces you have laying around. So this is what I have laying around. I probably actually have more because I've been building bikes for going on like 4 years now. So I got tons of random parts that's got to go through my thousands and thousands of fucking parts to figure out what I want to use for the exhaust. So this is what I found so far. I'm planning on maybe using this. Who knows? Extra piece I made something with before in the past. So gonna get to work and see how she turns out.
Hit my line, I'll be down for the ride. I'll be there if it's time. I'll be down for the ride. Hit my line, made a lot of money on my line. Real bad shorty hit my line. She'll be down for the ride. Never worry, I'ma make it back in a hurry. Said she on that snow, on that flurry. Said she wanna stop, but she got urges. Girl up on top, cause I got urges. I can't sit around, cause I got purpose. Money calling now, I think it's urgent. I'm like a Uber driver while it's surging. Hit my line, I'll be down for the ride. I'll be there if it's time. I'll be down for the ride. Hit my line, made a lot of money on my line. Real bad shorty hit my line. She'll be down for the ride. For the ride, on the road to riches so long.
Alright everybody, so this is how far I got. I know y'all probably want to see the whole progress, but the camera needed to charge. I put it on the charger, but I still continue to work on making this dual exhaust. So here we go. This is what we got so far done. So I drilled a hole right here to make this come out, come down to this part right here. Got this part right here. So
This is what she's looking like so far. Let me take this clamp. Oh no, it's just sitting perfectly damn fine. So this is the exhaust so far. Which go on this beautiful bike right here.
So far this is what I've accomplished within a couple hours. I'm actually kind of a little upset because I put the camera back on a charger for some apparent reason. It's still not charged. I don't know if I'm having an issue with the battery, or maybe it just, I don't know. I can't tell you why it's still not fully charged. So I'm still gonna try to catch as much footage as I possibly can before the camera actually dies on me, and I'm gonna get it all edited, put it online for you. But tonight I think I'm just gonna finish up this exhaust, paint it. I'm gonna show y'all, and then the next video will be me doing the wiring. I'm installing the horn on there. Like I said, the auto start onto it, which is an alarm system. Getting all the wires cleaned up, and then after that, I'm gonna finish up the trunk, and I'm gonna videotape that progress too. So it's plenty more coming. This is not the end. It's a lot more coming, but I'm gonna keep on continuing this task right here and give y'all the finished product. I hope I get done in a couple hours. This is some back breaking work. Oh man, I feel like I'm getting old. Oh man, couldn't see this garage is full of stuff. I don't got proper workstation to do welding, so I'm welding on the ground, and my back is killing me, man. I can't even. It's hard to even weld certain spots. Gotta get me a nice welding table, man. Yeah. So here's the finished product. I just got finished painting it. All black, shiny. It's looking pretty good. Wait for the paint to dry. I also gotta expect it because it's probably certain areas I didn't hit. Lighting is not all that great right here. All my lights are over there, so it gets kind of dark over here. But I figured it's the best spot to paint it because I got the garage door cracked so I can get some air in here, so I won't just be breathing in just straight all paint fumes getting high. So get over here in the corner, painting it. Came out pretty good. There's a little rough spots the camera's not really picking up. I'm gonna be truthful. You know what I mean? Some, like I said, it was different angles, different spot I had to weld, and I don't got the greatest of all welders. I got this welder right here, and she does the trick. But if I can get a welder with gas or something like that, like how can I say? Yeah, I'm gonna explain it. You already know the welders that has the gas with it. That'd be a whole lot easier for me to weld. Just doing straight flux. Sometimes they want to spit. Sometimes it wants to act funny doing some of the welding, whatever like that. But this is looking pretty good. You know what I mean? She came out way nicer than I fully expected. Yeah, like I said, I'm just once she finished drying, I'm gonna throw it onto the bike. And that's probably gonna call this video right there. Once I put her onto the trike, then I'm gonna start cleaning up shop and go in the house and get warm. Cause it's not this little heater right here. She's trying her best to keep this garage nice and warm, but I'm gonna be totally honest with you. She can't do it. It's like the heater that can. I think it can, but sorry, but it just can't right now. Not until the temperatures raise up. Like right now, the temperatures we getting, it's too cold for her to keep it nice and warm in here for me. So I'm struggling, fighting the cold, measuring, cutting. It's definitely it's a lot of work, but I got her done. Like I said, I was gonna use old handlebars. So this is actually some of the pieces you see I cut. Old handlebars. Ooh, wow. Pretty burnt my hand while I was welding. I got thick hands, so I use like handlebars like this that you see on this bike. I use that to make the bends and get the curves and everything I needed to go. It was basically a big behind puzzle I had to do, and I made it happen. When she finished drying, probably gonna let it dry for like an hour, 2 hours maybe, so it can be really on there. I don't want to touch it when it's just tacky, leave fingerprints. You can scratch it easy like that. So I'm gonna let it dry for maybe like an hour, 2 hours. Then I'm gonna get back on it,
throw the exhaust on here. The cleanup shop, like I said before, I don't want to keep speaking in circles, but clean up shop and get ready for tomorrow. So I'm gonna see y'all when the exhaust dries, so I can put it back on the bike. Y'all can be a witness of that. So what is up, everybody? It's actually day number 2 on the project, finishing up the dual exhaust on the trike. I decided that the exhaust dry overnight, so I make sure it really was good and dry because it's cold out here. So it takes paint a little bit longer to dry and really grab on to the product that you're painting on. But I got it done, and she's looking mighty nice. She's looking mighty good. See the dual exhaust, the pipes. Don't mind the mess back here. This is all temporary. I was a little busy this morning. I rewired the battery for the electric motor and also the battery for the engine. I rewired them back on to take it for a test ride, make sure everything was cool, because I did rebuild the motor. I want to make sure everything was good with the motor, so it actually was good. And it ran pretty well. So this is the finished product. Like I said, this is a hybrid. I think I'm the only person in Philly. I'm just say Philly. If I'm wrong, leave a comment, show me some pictures, whatever you do. But I'm the only person that I know and that's living in Philly that has a dual exhaust trike with electric wheel, 80cc motor on it. And I'm about to have this thing really going. So, like I said, you got the electric wheel. Show you a quick front wheel burnout. I would do a back wheel burnout for y'all, but it's in the garage, and I don't want to smoke up the garage. I don't feel like pouring out all this ice and snows over the place. But yeah, man, I got finished doing the wiring on it. I got the headlights working. The switch. I got to finish up the trunk. I want to finish up the trunk. And so I can be able to put the tail lights on here. So I'm waiting on getting a couple more metal pieces that I need, because I'm trying to make the door for the trunk. I want the trunk to open up this way. So I'm also gonna have a back seat I'm installing right here. I got the sheet metal right there for the skin. So that's another project coming up. Also, I'm trying to wire an alarm system in there, horn on it, and basically get the trike to work. So it's gonna be a full-blown beast out here. So